Alrighty. Hi friends. Welcome to Jador. I hope everybody is doing really well today. Today I am going to be making some of the soaps for my Valentine's Day pre-order gift sets that I am selling currently on my website. So the pre-order is going on until the 17th of January, and then the gift sets will ship out February the 1st. There will be 5 items in those gift sets. It is one of these soaps, my moisturizing body spritzer, my exfoliating hemp body polish, my nourishing hemp body cream, and also a soap saver. And then it will all come nicely gift wrapped in a beautiful package. So all that information for those Valentine's Day pre-orders will be down in the description box below. And so right now what I'm going to do is make up some of the soaps for those boxes. Now these soaps are going to be brown soaps, and they're going to be the 4-ounce bars, which is not my regular size of soap, but these are especially for this gift box. And because the fragrance that I have blended for these boxes discolor to a dark brown, we're going to lean into that. And so these soaps are going to be brown, but I've also put in some extra additives in here that's going to complement that brown color. So these soaps will have buttermilk powder in them. I have added coconut shell powder as a gentle exfoliant. There is oatmeal in here, kale and clay, and then I'm also doing some aloe leaf powder, which is also brown. So we're just going to lean into this brown color. It's going to be one solid color bar, and then we're going to put some roses and buds on the lady soaps and some red rose petals on the men's soap. So there's 2 different boxes. It's a Jador Her and a Jador Him box, and they're scented differently, but to where they complement each other. So Jador Him and Jador Her, those are my signature fragrances for the Jador line, so I will not be sharing the exact fragrance combination because that is proprietary to Jador. So those scents you can only get here. So yeah, we're going to get started. So like I said, I already have in my oils all of my additives. So I'm just going to gently blend those additives into the oil base. This is a combination of coconut oil, olive oil, pumice, hemp seed oil, shea butter, rice bran oil, and castor oil. Alrighty, and as I mentioned, this is my lye water solution, and in this lye water is some sea salt for the hardness, some citric acid, and the aloe vera leaf powder that's in here. This is what makes up my lye solution. So we're going to go ahead and add this to it. you can see, this is already coming to trace. My paper is sliding around there, but it's already coming to trace. So try not to get too many air bubbles into my soap batter. And those brown specks is, of course, the coconut shell powder that's in here, which is going to make such a beautiful. All right, so this first one is the men's blend of fragrance going in, and we're going to make sure we get all of that fragrance oil out of there as much as possible. Oh, this smells so good, and it just smells like the most handsome, sexy man, like totally. So we're going to, and I think I'm just going to kind of stir this in because I want these bars to be very smooth going into the mold. I'm using a cavity mold for these soaps. So yeah, this is getting pretty thick. So I know that this fragrance oil combination does kind of speed up a little bit. So I'm not going to stick blend this anymore. We're just going to get ready to pour this into the mold. It smells so good, like super good. All right. So I'm going to put that over here, and we just, ooh, see how it's already thickening up on me? So I need to go ahead on and get this down in my mold. Give me one quick second. I need to get my cardboard. Face. All right. So we're going to go ahead on and, whew, this is already getting super thick on me. So we're going to get this in here and tap it down really, really well. And hopefully I don't get a bunch of air pockets. Oh goodness, this is accelerating faster than what I thought it was going to, but that's okay. Don't panic, just keep working and we will get there. All right. So we're going to really kind of work this down into this is setting up super, super fast. So, ooh. I should have just blended this with my hand and not used the stick blender, because whoa, this is super thick, guys. So I want to get some nice full bars. So we're going to work this out. So we might not get the 6 bars for this, but that's okay. So I'm just going to try and make it smooth, and hopefully by me tapping it down, I can avoid air pockets. That's what I'm trying to do, is avoid the air pockets. So we're going to push this into the mold so that we can get a decent bar. And then I'll scrape off the top and we'll make it work that way. So hopefully what I am hoping for, this long spatula really comes in super handy here. So I'm going to clean out the rest of my bowl. And if you have made hot processed soap, then you know that this consistency is about the same consistency when a hot processed soap goes into the mold. So that's why I'm not, you know, stressed about it. I just want to get it in and make sure I am getting it down in there well enough that we're avoiding the air pockets. So that is my goal, is to get it in there. And then when I unmold them, we'll have a nice smooth bar all the way down is the goal. Alrighty. And this over here will just be let's take advantage of this long straight spatula and get a nice smooth top going on there. Now this is just a small batch because I wanted to make a small batch so that you guys could see what the soaps were looking like being made. So I'm just going to put that down in there, and this just will be a little sample piece. Because that did definitely accelerate on me. But I was expecting it. I knew it was going to accelerate, so not a big deal. And that's why we're just leaning into the discoloration and everything, because trying to do a whole lot of intricate stuff is not going to work with the fragrance oil that speeds up like this does. This combination of oils. Let me get a paper towel. Just gonna clean out my mold. And put this, and we're just, I want to really kind of hopefully that'll get any air pockets, but I look like I definitely do see some air pockets. Like, this is totally setting up. They're gonna be some air I really need soap for sure. I thought I was gonna be able to put the rose petals on here, but I don't think they're going to fare well with this soap. But we shall see. It looks like we're gonna have a few pockets on a couple of these bars, so I'm gonna have to take that in consideration when I make the next batch, is to stir once so that my batter doesn't thicken up too fast. But hopefully, I'm checking to see. I'm just gonna press these into it so that they will stick. So and this is something that as a soap maker, you will run into your batter accelerating and doing some funky things. The combination too of my oils and the fact that I have buttermilk in here, which also speeds up my batter. It can, you know, speed your batter up. And it usually does because, for one, I soap pretty warm. You know, I'm not the one that does the, oh, everything has to cool down to what, you know, as long as they're in this general vicinity, then I'm good. So there we go. There we have it. That is the J'adore Him soap. All right, so that is J'adore Him. And these are pressed down. This is already firming up quite a bit, so I'm going to spray the top with some 91% rubbing alcohol because I am done. And I think I am going to also put these soaps in the oven for C-pop so they can go through a complete gel. All right, so let's move this to the side and let's get the women's soap mixed up. And same process basically. I'm putting my glove back on. So this is the J'adore Her Wipe down my spatula real quick. Okay, and because this is basically the same brush, I'm not so concerned about the fragrances are different, but everything else is the same about the soap. So I'm just trying to clean off my stick blender a little bit here. So we're going to do the same thing. Let's blend in our oils. Pretty sure the other reason too that aloe vera could have also sped up my batter. So same thing. This is my lye water solution. And what I'm going to do this time, let's just see. I'm going to do less blending and more just stirring the batter in. I'm going to give it some pulse and stir. Just pulsing and stirring so that we can get a more fluid. I just want to make sure that this is emulsified and not at a thick trace like the last one. Just doing some short pulsing with the stick blender, and then I'm stirring until it starts to trace. So here we go. We're getting a light trace here because I do want this to be more fluid going into the mold. I think I am pretty pleased with what this is looking like. I can see some of the so it's starting to trace. We're at a nice light trace right now. So we're going to stop here, and then I'm going to hand stir in my fragrance. So let's... So this is my J'adore Her blend. So we're going to go ahead and put this in. And we're going to get as much of that fragrance oil out as possible. Set that And then I'm going to hand stir this fragrance oil into the batter. Because like I said, I know that both of these combinations of oils speed up my soap batter. I just didn't think it was going to speed it up that fast, but as in the last one. But this is already, it's already thickening up. I can feel it starting to thicken. So I'm going to hopefully get a much more fluid pour this time. So here we go. Yeah, and we're going to start pulling. And as you can see, it is thickening up, but I got a much more fluid pour on this one, which is good. Which is excellent, actually. So we're going to tap these down, making sure we get enough in each cavity to fill the mold. And see how they're leveling out now, whereas the other ones didn't. So this one, I should not have any air pockets. I'm thinking that on the first batch, the men's soap, there will be some, and I can already tell looking through the side because this soap mold is translucent. I can kind of see that there are going to be some air pockets. So I probably have to, when I make the rest of the soaps, I'll do the same thing as what I'm doing with this one, and that'll compensate for that. So I'm not afraid of using any fragrance oil, especially if I already know beforehand. So it is really helpful that you read and know and test your fragrances out when you get them, so you know how they're going to work with your particular recipe. Or when you do custom blend fragrances, like I have you test them so that you know how they're going to react in your recipe. Because different oils, different additives, all of that is going to make a difference as to how the end product comes out. So there we have it. And as you can see, I do have a little spillover in that 6 mold there, but not quite as much as I did with the first set, the first bars, which that in itself tells me that there's air pockets because the soap actually, I take that back. It looks like it is almost the same amounts. Okay, so we might be good. These two fragrances smell incredible. All right, my friends, let me clean up a little bit here. And then I'm going to put the roses on top of this one. And for the female, that's her, I'm going to use some pink rose petals. Actually, some pink rose buds on the top of. So let me wash my gloves and take them off. I got drying the gloves off, and then can free up my hands so that I can get the rose buds to put in the soaps. All right, so for ladies soap, I'm going to put a single rosebud in the center, I think. What do you guys think? Do it like the rosebud in the center or on the corner of the soap? I think that when I'm wrapping the soaps, so that they will fit into the wrapper nicely, we're gonna go with the corner. I don't like this one. It's I'm just gonna smooth that out. Voila. And we will put should I do two? You know what? Let's do two little rosebuds. And there we go. And we'll get rid of that too. All right, my friends, here we are. And I'm going to spray these with, as well with the 91% rubbing alcohol. And I will be back with you when it is time to unmold these. Bye for now. Hey friends, Rhonda here. I am back to unmold these soaps that we made yesterday. These soaps are going to be a part of our holiday, not holiday. These soaps are going to be a part of our Valentine's Day gift box. So remember, these are the J'adore Him, and these are the J'adore Her soaps. So we are going to unmold them. And remember, these were just a small batch that I made so you guys can see the soaps. The other soaps have already been made, but I wanted to make some so that you guys could see. So we are now going to unmold these. And they look like chocolate. Oh my, look at that. That is so pretty. It looks like a bar of chocolate. We do have a few air pockets, but that's okay. It will work out just fine because they are handmade, so. Oh, look how pretty that came out. That looks like a bar of chocolate, which is so perfect for the Valentines. You can come on in, babe. I just do a voiceover. They look like chocolate. You can come on.
Are you videoing?
Yeah, but you can come on. I'll mute it. I mean, I'll do a voiceover or something.
Video.
They look like bars of chocolate, don't they?
Or you know, the brownies that look like that. You know what I'm talking about? The brownies. Because no, they got this. It's a certain
brownie
kind of
bites?
brownies, huh?
The brownie bites?
Yeah, brownie bite. No, not the brownie bite. They got little square like that you can buy like that. It wasn't brownie, but it looked just like that.
They came out so good. Oh, this one got a lot of air pockets on it. Cause that one, the men's soap really did thicken up quite quickly.